Welcome to Sri Lanka, the pearl of the Indian Ocean. Often mistaken as similar to India, Sri Lanka is a completely unique country packed with amazing experiences. You can explore the beautiful beaches here with beautiful beach cafes, dive into the history, explore ancient temples, national parks, tea plantation, or even learn about the Ramayana Trail. It is a perfect destination for families, couples, or even for a trip with your friends. And the best part is that the flights for Sri Lanka with the return flight cost almost around 20,000 from most of the major cities in India. Hi, I'm Avneet from Holidayfy, and today I'll be covering the places to visit in Sri Lanka, the visa, transportation, best time to visit, days required, the currency and the network, and food. I will also be sharing some very important tips for your Sri Lanka trip at the end of the video, so stick around. How many days are required to explore Sri Lanka? Well, if you want to go for a quick trip and cover the main places in Sri Lanka, then a minimum of 7 days is required. But if you want to explore the national parks, the beaches, the historical sites of Sri Lanka, then at least plan for 10 to 15 days, which helps you cover all the major areas of Sri Lanka. So, what is the best time to visit Sri Lanka? Well, the best time to visit Sri Lanka depends on the region that you are planning to explore in Sri Lanka. If you're planning to explore the south and the west coast, then December to March is a perfect time with pleasant weather for outdoor activities. Whereas if you're planning to explore the east coast, then May to September is perfect as it's the dry season there. Whereas the Central Highlands is a year round destination, but still, if you want the perfect time, then December to March is the perfect time to even explore the Central Highlands. How to plan your trip? To have a memorable and stress free Sri Lanka trip, plan your trip with Holidayfy's packages. A package includes all your transfers, hotels, tours, and tickets. Browse through the packages that align with your interest, and we will connect you with travel agents who will use their expertise to plan your perfect trip. What are the entry requirements for Sri Lanka? Well, Sri Lanka offers visa free access for many countries, including India, but you will need to obtain a ETA, that is the electronic travel authorization, before you travel to Sri Lanka. You can apply this on their official website, which I'll be linking down below, and it is free for Indians. It is a quick process and just takes 30 to 40 minutes for approval. For an ETA, you will need a passport, your hotel bookings, and your flight tickets. And once you get this ETA approved, make sure to carry a copy of the same for your immigration purposes. Before deciding where to go in Sri Lanka, let's talk about how Sri Lanka is divided. The west has cities, whereas the center is all about the historical places. The east coast has the famous Yala National Park, and the south comprises of the beaches. Kandy is a famous city in Sri Lanka, and spending 1 or 2 days is ideal here. While you're here, you can explore these. The sacred tooth relic temple, which houses the real tooth of Buddha. Second is you can explore the old royal palace for its artifacts, but remember it is closed on Tuesday. Third, you can take a short trip to Pinawala Elephant Orphanage, which is just 1 hour ride from Kandy. Fourth, you can climb the unique Ambuluvawa Tower for its unique and breathtaking views of the city. And if you're someone who's scared of heights, feel free to skip this experience. Fourth, you can take a scenic train ride to Ella, which is one of the most beautiful in the world. And lastly, if you have more time, then you can explore the Spice Garden or the Botanical Gardens. Sigiriya is famous as it is home to one of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Spending a day is enough here. You can either stay for a night or leave for another city like Ella on the same day. You can explore the Sigiriya rock fortress by climbing on it for stunning views. For a quieter alternative, you can also hike the Pidurangla rock for the views of Sigiriya itself. It is a difficult hike, so carry a water bottle with you. You can also visit Dambulla caves on your trip to Sigiriya, which is the largest cave temple in Sri Lanka. Let's talk about Nuwara, Eliya, and Ella. Spending 1 or 2 nights is enough to explore both these places. In Nuwara, Eliya, known as Mini England and a hill station, you can explore Lake Gregory, the post office, which is famous for taking pictures, and Ashok Vatika from the Ramayana trails. Ashok Vatika is known as the place where Hanumanji came looking for Sita Ma. Whereas in Nella, you can visit the Nine Arch Bridge, hike to Little Adams Peak, and explore Ravana Falls and the beautiful cafes there. Let's talk about the famous beach places in Sri Lanka, Mirissa and Galle. You can explore either one of them or both. In Marissa, you can visit the Parrot Rock by crossing the beach, but can only be done in low tides. Visit the coconut tree, famous for sunset and pictures. And then take the famous whale and dolphin tour and end the day with a beautiful sunset and dinner by the beach. Whereas in Gaul, it looks like a Dutch town where you can explore the Dutch fort, the lighthouse, and the vibrant cafes. If you have more time, then you can explore Colombo or Negombo. Colombo is the city that your flight lands in. You can include Colombo in your itinerary on the first day of the day you land or the last day of your trip. In Colombo, visit the Buddhist temple, Colombo National Museum, Golf Face Green, and the Dutch Hospital. Don't worry, it's not an actual hospital. Instead, it's a famous area for shopping. In Negombo, you can take a mangrove boat tour or just relax on its sandy beaches. How to figure out the currency and network in Sri Lanka? Well, the official currency of Sri Lanka is the Sri Lankan rupee, also written as LKR. You can bring the Sri Lankan rupee or the USDs to Sri Lanka, which you can get exchanged at the airports or city centers. For better rates, try to exchange your money at city centers rather than the airport. You can also carry your international debit or credit cards. For network, there's a local tour operator which is quite famous known as Dialogue with affordable network plans and reliable coverage. You can opt for that, or you can also recharge your own SIM with an international roaming pack. Let's talk about transportation in Sri Lanka. So the first way is by trains or buses. The trains are well connected here, and you can have some very scenic route train rides as well, and you can book them from 12 go. As for buses, there are private and public buses that run there, but they're unbookable, so you'll just have to hop on them. Another thing is you can use Uber or Pick Me for cabs and autos. Third thing is you can rent a scooter or a car, but remember, if you're doing so, then your international driving permit or your local license will not work there. And I will also be mentioning the local temporary driving license that you need in Sri Lanka in the tips at the end. Now let's sort the food scene in Sri Lanka. Well, if you're a seafood lover, you're in for a treat. Must try dishes are kutte roti, the hoppers, crab curry, and prawns. And if you are a vegetarian and looking for vegetarian options, you can easily find them in Sri Lanka. And you can also download the app known as Happy Cow, which shows you veg friendly or vegan restaurants near you. As promised, here are some important tips for your Sri Lanka trip. If you're an Indian, then please carry your passport everywhere because you get a concession of up to 50% on the entry tickets in Sri Lanka. Second, if you're visiting historical sites or temples, there's a specific dress code that you have to follow. Third, you should carry comfortable shoes because there's going to be a lot of walking there. Fourth, the East Coast is perfect for surfing and surfing lessons even in the monsoon season. Fifth, the beachfront dining options in Sri Lanka are amazing and you should check them out. They're almost like the next Bali. And lastly, if you're someone who wants to rent a scooter or a car in Sri Lanka, then your IDP or your local license will not be valid there. So you will need to get a local temporary driving permit there, for which you'll need a passport, two passport size photos, your driving license, and your visa, and a copy of all these documents. Thank you for exploring Sri Lanka with us. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment below for any of your feedback or questions, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to join our travel community. We've got more exciting destination tips and itineraries coming your way.